Hi, my name is Sebastian, and this is the 11th discovery of the webinar, Finding Authentic You and Uncommon Gay Spiritual Warrior. Basically, today we're going to look at the idea of could you live your life with no legs? This story has been inspired by what has been happening in the news with Oscar Pistorius, who is allegedly accused of killing and his girlfriend, Riva Steenkamp, in South Africa. The news media got leaked a video that obviously had been made before the trial started of Oscar running to the bathroom without his prosthesis, or his prosthetic legs. Though very peculiar to watch, almost like watching a ballet dancer, a toe dancer running on toe. He was very quick, quicker than perhaps a 60-year-old woman who had bad knees. Anyway, the idea to me was, what would happen if you were to wake up in the hospital and realize you had been in a bad accident and both of your legs had to be amputated? What would go through your mind? Would you feel like you had no life left? Would you feel like you could consider learning how to live with the accident and the possibility of learning to walk again with new legs? Basically trying to understand and be okay with the now without feeling like the why me or why God did this happen to me syndrome. First of all, I don't think that it's a bad idea to say why God did this happen to me, because I think learning your lessons helps you get through the hard parts of change. And once we figure out why we're in a certain circumstance, then it's often much easier to undo the problems. So I think about this idea. I think about waking up, and I think about what most people would consider to be a clear impediment in life. This man who apparently very early on learned that he didn't have any issues with moving forward in his life because he didn't see himself as someone who was had an impediment or a disability. So the trick to change, or the trick to finding authentic change in you, is that learning to recognize that whatever circumstance you're in, change is probable, not only probable, but probably the way God and Spirit is wanting you to go. I used an example today of a person I know who is married with 4 kids and has decided that about 8 years ago that he felt inclined to be gay. So along with loving his wife and children, he has been trying to wrestle with this idea of change in his life. It never occurs to him, however, to come clean with the world, come clean with his own authentic heart, and learn to live in his present situation with his new understanding of himself. I find this very odd, but I see it all the time in my work, that people are much more willing to complain and to live with their burden than they are to step through the hardest part of their burden to get to the other side. Today, I want you to imagine what it would be like if you woke up and you had no legs. I want you to imagine, and I think it's a Buddhist principle that kind of inspires me to this, that sometimes imagining the worst case scenario and finding a way out of the worst case scenario is often the best way to live a full and complete life. So if you were to wake up with two legs gone, try to imagine the positive way that you would need to approach life, and then use this same approach with any instances in your life that are causing you not to move forward in a powerful and wonderful way. I hope this is helpful, and I'll see you next time for Finding Authentic You and the Uncommon Gay Spiritual Warrior.